Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be talking about solo mining and what to do to prepare, to get iron, lighting, fighting your path, all that fun stuff. I like starting off with 2 torches, especially with flint, that way they can ignite each other. 2 torches means more light. So let's go ahead and head down. Thankfully somebody planted a tree here for us so we can start off by having an apple. And let's go ahead and pick that up and deposit the apple in the chest. Now that disappears. It always changes, so everything in the chest is going to disappear. So make sure to always have a backpack. And I've brought only the essentials. A sword for fighting, of course, for those pesky worms. Some food. My hand... Oh, that went flying. My handy dandy net. That way I don't have to be bending over, picking up all these things all the time. Okay, what else do we have in here? Go ahead and put that back. Oh, yes, of course. Food. Always need to carry those. Of course, your pickaxe. That's a special one. I've got the purple one. It's probably the toughest one. I forget what it's called. Valiant? Yeah, it's called Valiant. Of course, you need your teleport potion to head on back. Alright, it looks like we have everything that we need. Yep, there we go. I also carry 1 grass, just because. Alright, I think we're ready to go in. Alright, so let's hop on in. These torches here might not be here at the very beginning, or they might. Not very necessary to light them up, but it's about to get dark in now. Alright, remember this is running on the original Oculus Quest, so it is going to be extremely laggy. Like right there, you could see the border just kind of like merging. So we're gonna start off going in with 1 torch. That's odd. I'll probably pull out the second torch in just a second. So let's head on down. Coming towards the beginning, I see that somebody planted a nice apple tree down here. We're gonna see a few, so you can definitely do that. Yeah, I mean, it helps provide food, but this is the first floor, so it's not that necessary. So the first thing you want to go ahead and do is have a goal. Like, what are you in the mines for? Because a lot of people go into the mines and they just pick up everything. Like, oh, I don't have that, or that looks cool. They go to these scaffolds and look in all the chests. But for this time, we're just gonna go for iron. So right here, it seems like somebody already put a torch down, so we can kind of find the way. There's easier and more efficient methods to do this, to kind of finding the way down. So this is floor 1. This is gonna be floor 2. We can already see our first enemy down there, and I think I saw the crystal stick on there. It's a crystal shard on top of a stick, and the light never goes out. A lot of people use this to kind of let others know, hey, this is the way down. So just get a stick, put a shard on it, keep going down. You do have to go into the mines deeper down to get to the blue shards at least. Yep, right off the bat, we see another one. Oh, that's loud. The echo actually is really nice in the caves. That was copper I just hit, and looks like we've got another way down. Alright, so let's... Oh! Yeah, go ahead and dodge those guys. Got a little bit more copper, wandering eyes. I think here I'm just kind of looking. Oh, there it is. Alright, get a little close and head on down. I'm gonna light all of them just because the light does extinguish in time, and I'm the only one in the server, so there's no point. But I'm doing it for the sake of the video. Why not? I tend to put the torches back, that way they extinguish, and then I can just relight them up again, and they, you know, they get a little brighter every time. Out of curiosity, I decided to look into the chest and find 2 sticks of dynamite. Now, dynamite is really helpful for breaking down breakable walls down here. You do need to carry some dynamite if this is like your first time exploring the mines or whatever the case, and you find some, carry it, because you're gonna find some obvious walls that need to be blown up. As you can see, the light is dimming a little bit, so I'll probably end up putting the torches away in a second and reigniting them. Yep, there you go. Make it a little brighter. Alright, whenever you find these pillars, they're usually a good sign to let you know that, hey, it's this way going down. And it was right, except that we didn't have any crystals this time around, so I guess we're running short. But somebody did leave that there. Ooh, that sounded loud. Alright, let's keep going down. Seems like I got a little lost there. Remember, we're looking for iron ore, nothing else. Some of the items that you might require, like let's say that you're looking for iron for the first time and you want to make an iron pickaxe or an iron sword. If you look into these wooden structures, oh, look, our first crystal. Except for purple, you can't mine it, only blue. With the iron, you can find iron items like iron swords and hammers and just about anything at these wooden platforms. So if you have that in mind, I'd probably keep an eye out for that. But for this run, we're just looking for straight iron. Nice, another apple tree. And a crystal here letting us know to come on down. Those guys can't come down, but worms can. Alright, approaching floor 9, we're gonna find a pool of water. This water can be picked up with a bucket, cauldron, or anything else, even a glass vial. It's basically just to help you make any food down here if you're exposed for a long time. Now, approaching floor 10 and every other 10 from here, 10, 20, 30, you're going to come across these televators. You need 30 rock and 5 or 15 or something crystals to be able to build them. And you can always teleport back to that same spot from the top of the mines where there's a bigger televator. Have a whole video about that as well if you guys want to go check it out. It's called Explaining the Televator. As you go down, casually the light is going to get brighter as there's more crystal spawning from 10 to 20, I believe, or 10 to 15. There's going to be more and more light, so less use of the torch and more of the blue worms. Blue worms are very dangerous. They hit really hard and they slow you down and they can overwhelm you really easily. So be very careful with those guys. They have a chance of dropping big leather as well as every other worm as well. So if you ever need to make a big backpack, keep that in mind. This is a great place to farm big leather. It's probably the best place in my opinion. Alright, going down. Around here I pull a dirt moment because I see the crystal here, but I don't see the way down. So I kind of get a little lost, wander around, and I think about maybe I should have picked that up and placed it on the right spot. That way it's easier for me or anybody else the next time to, find this level a little faster. I also find this mold that somebody just left here, but it's a mold that we already have, so no need for it. We're just going to leave it there. It won't despawn either. So anyways, I head back, just looking for whatever resource or any knickknacks or anything like that. And it turns out that I think around here, I come back to it and I see, oh, it was right there all along. So let's head on down, but let's have a snack break first because I am starving. Look at that. And I believe I have an apple to, keep the diversity. Oh yeah, I decided to get a little fancy and, not eat the whole apple, but just, piece. Which makes no sense because it fills up the same meter. Either way, I guess I was just trying to be a little fancy, but avoid that guy and let's head on down. Thankfully for us, the way down is like really easy to spot because they're just right there. So we just keep going down at a fast rate. But remember, the lower you go down, the more active it is, the more resources you find. Like I find sandstone, copper everywhere, literally everywhere at this point, and that also means these guys get a little bit more active as well. Look at all that copper, coal, all the goodies. So we're heading on the right track. Let's go down to floor 16. You can see these guys duking it out too. Always kind of, if you're in the pinch, use that to your advantage. It's not working there. And I took a hit just because I was being stupid. Yeah, run away, run away. As you go lower, you do see that different resources are going to start popping up. In floor 17, we start seeing some gold. Quite a bit of gold right here. I think 4 or 5 nodes. And another way down right away. So floor 18 coming up. Around level or floor 18, I do see something fun that I wanted to share with everyone, and that was a huge node of gold that I found. I think it was maybe around 7 nodes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so lots and lots of gold around this level. There's more gold there, copper, coal. So we're on the right track. So if you guys want gold for whatever you need, it's here. I do prefer having the two torches because you can use one to ignite the other. Just, clink them together, and it's not like I'm holding down the trigger the whole time while I have while I have them in my hands. There's a grip trigger that just automatically holds them in my hand up until I press it, and it releases it. So it's really convenient, and you can throw a torch just in case if you want to use it as a breadcrumb for a moment, like, oh, I was here, just leave the torch there and you'll know that you've been in this place before, or something like that. At least that's how I tend to use them. Here on floor 19, I start, looking around the edges on the walls to make sure I'm not missing any changes in the resources. So far, everything's just been gold, coal, copper, no iron just yet, but the next floor is, oh, there we go. We've got some we've got some iron on floor 19, and it's mixed in with some of the gold, so we're gonna have to pull out our handy dandy axe and go and go, and that's it. With this one, it only takes 2 strikes to break most things. And there you go, we're getting some iron. It's not a lot of iron, but I just want to show people, it saves time to, well, it doesn't save time, but it saves your back from bending over all the time. The net is handy, but it is a little glitchy. I've made it a little longer, so it's a little unstable compared to having the regular net. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and continue looking for some more iron ore. I want to at least get 50 pieces, just for the video, but we'll see what we find. There's been people down here, and they've been just, taking all the resources as they can. But they've been, at least in my server, they contribute to the community chests and everything. So it's really helpful. I really like the people that I play with. Alright, and this ought to be floor 20. Make sure if you're looking for ores that you look behind other rocks as well. Sometimes ores will be hidden and you'll miss out on like chunks and chunks of the materials or resources that you need. For me, I think around here I decided to take a peek around here, and boom, just one, but it's better than none. So keep an eye out for that. They're not always out in the open. I think I see a dude, way out in the distance over there, and he's just vibing. Look at him. All right, let's get this. It seems the lower I go, the more laggier it gets for me. So you might notice some frame drops or, some skips here and there. But in this stage of the game, it is pretty normal. And once again, I am playing in. Hey. Oh, this is a iron dude too. So he drops the goodies. He drops iron in a sense. So you might be able to find those guys in the quarry, but not all the time. Some more gold here, and I guess let's go ahead and head this way. More coal. Oh, there's a brown pillar, so we're heading in the right direction. We just need to see where the next way down is. That or iron, whichever one. Lucky us. There we go. This is going to be, I believe, floor 21. Found some iron here, but this guy's a little too close for comfort, so I decide we're going to go ahead and take care of him by using an air slash and quick boot. Now, these guys are a little bit stronger if you don't have Valiant, so it may take a few more hits actually to actually get them down. It seems like it's only just one iron node here, so we'll go ahead and pick. There you go. Yeah, you can see that it's just lagging there. Some rocks are, you know, inside the walls, so you won't get all the resources. It's glitchy. It is what it is, but, you know, luck of the trade. Oh yeah, I decided using the force grab feature. It is a little weird for me. I just decided using it that one time and it just didn't click. I'd rather just pick them up myself and, you know, go on like that. If it's just one note, I don't need to waste the time of pulling out my oh, there's another one right here. Waste my time of pulling out the net and everything. If it's just four, I don't need to do that. I'll just bend down, pick it up. With these guys, if you know that a ball of acid or whatever it is going to hit you, you can use your sword or anything to kind of like block it. It won't hit you. I slash them once, block it again. It goes under. The air slash isn't the best sometimes. Well, I'm not the best. The air slash is great. I'm just bad at the game. Seems like we found a lot of iron here, but most of it is breaking within the terrain, so some of it just falls out of the map. Since there's quite a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and just use my net here. Easy. And just grab that, turn it, hold. There you go. That was 12. That's pretty good. I know that there's some iron, like maybe a node or two that I missed, but I left them purposely because I'm looking for like bigger chunks. Like I'm looking for multiple ore. Even though it's a little scarce at this point, I should have taken it. But in my case, I've got plenty of iron at the top. This is just mostly to show you guys, you know, how to get it, what my tactic is to come down here and getting it as well. No fear either. I know some people are scared of the dark, but as long as you got some lighting, torches, and you know that these enemies can't outrun you, then, you know, it's a little bit more safer. Look at all that. Tons of gold, tons of coal. Got to keep going. See where else we can find some more. Look at that. Gold everywhere. If there was an economy, I'd be balling. Looks like we're going in a circle at this point, and there we go. And here we go. I think this is 22. Around here, end up finding a big node of iron. I think it's the last bit of iron that I'm going to end up picking up here. Yeah, it's just like maybe 4 or 5 nodes of them. So let's go ahead and get these guys real quick. Lots of lag here, so it just makes things a little complicated. We're going to go ahead and kill this guy with an air slice. One shot. Easy. And now we're going to go pick up all our iron. We're going to go ahead and use our net, but it does get a little glitchy here. Like, the net ends up not picking some of the things that I want it to pick up, or it just won't pick up anymore up until I take out whatever's in there. So I know it has like 8 iron, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it had like 8 iron when the net can hold so much more. So it did glitch a little bit here. Frames started going down, and right here I aim to pick up the iron. It picks up the stone instead. So inconvenient, but is what it is. You gotta manage with what you got. Gotta go ahead and toss that. Pick up the rest of the iron. For some reason, that last 1 iron didn't want to get picked up, so I'll have to do it manually myself. And it just tossed. Put away the net. There we go. Let's go ahead and pick up our torches, relight them up, and keep moving. I believe around this point I've had my fill. There's another iron piece there, but I'm not going to take it. This guy can't get up here because I'm elevated, and he's just going to chill there. So let's head on out. Let's see. I think we had 69 pieces of iron. That's cool enough with me. Let's go ahead and drink our potion and head on home before it starts getting a little hectic in there. And just like that, we've got our iron mission success. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any recommendations, comments, suggestions, or did you guys learn anything, let me know. Thanks for watching.